Hi, this is Mick. Today I'm going to be changing the oxygen sensor on a VW Polo 9N 2003. Right, this is my Polo. Had it a couple of years now. Brilliant little car. So I've got the engine running. I've plugged in my diagnostic laptop. I'm using Autocom release 2020. That's the fault I've got up. 17524 Lambda sensor 1 bank 1. So that's the pre-cat Lambda sensor, the one on the top of the exhaust manifold. So the reason I'm doing this is because I got my engine light on there. So I want to get this done. I've been going to do it for a few weeks, but it's been too cold. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to erase the fault codes. Erase fault codes. That's the one. Click on that. Fault codes will be erased. OK. And that's fault codes erased. So go back to the dashboard and see the engine management light's now gone off. So I'll turn the engine off and we'll get on with replacing the sensor. Right, first job then is to remove this engine cover. There's a couple little vacuum pipes around there to disconnect, and the air intake. Rather than take this pipe out of this box, I'll just unscrew the box itself. There's two little torque screws. Just undo them two and that'll lift off with the engine cover. So I'll do that first. Now that's the engine cover removed. Just a quick tip when you're putting these back on. You've got four securing positions, and four there. So what I normally do is just put a bit of grease on these four studs. It just makes the engine cover click back on properly. The rubber seals, because they dry out, and if you don't get them all on, it starts rattling and making a noise. So just a quick tip there. Right. That's the oxygen sensor. That's the manifold. This is the oxygen sensor number 1, which is the pre-cat, which is the one before the cat catalytic converter. So that needs to come out, and the plug, you can see down there. I'll just hold the camera a bit further down. It's this one here with them wires going into it. So I'll undo that plug and bring the wire out before I do anything. Okay, so I've unplugged that and I've just brought the cable up out of these channels, so it's all out of the sensor. So if you're replacing one of these, make sure you pay particular attention to the plug type, the shape and the style, because this is the third one that I've ordered off eBay, the new one, and the other two I've had to send back. So I finally got the correct one. This were about £26 off eBay, which is a good price. And as you can see, the plugs are identical. So I'll just hold them side by side. And as you can see there, them plugs are identical. So this is the correct sensor for this car. So what I'll do next is I'll remove that sensor by putting a special tool on there. I bought a couple of oxygen sockets. Again, these were on eBay, £7. So I'll just undo these and show you what we've got. There's one to use with an 1/2 inch drive there, look. And there's one to use with a 3/8 inch drive. So they're both the same size, 22mm. So I'll just use the 1/2 inch one, which is that one there, just because I've got a ratchet ready. So I'll get this assembled and I'll come back to you shortly. Right, I fitted that tool on there. It's slotted, so it just goes over the cable and then sits down. Then all I do next Just put the ratchet in there, put it on reverse and undo it. Right, that only took about 10 seconds to do. Once it's started, you can remove that tool and it just comes out with your fingers, look. Just screws out, so I'll just undo this now while we're here. It's a little bit hot because I've just had engine running. So that's it. That's the old oxygen sensor. All corroded and what have you. 126,000 miles on clock now, so these things do go longer, occasionally just go wrong. So right, we'll get the new one in then, which is this one here, and tighten that up, plug it back in and see where you go. Right, that's it, job done. New Lambda oxygen sensor fitted, pre-cat one. I've routed the cable back under here in the original clips. It's all plugged in down at the bottom there. You can just see them new white cords there. That's where the plug is. And the spare cable I've coiled and just tied up to this hose pipe here. So the cable you get on the replacement is a bit longer. So I'd rather have a longer cable than it be too short. So you get that little cable tie supplied anyway. So just coil it up out that way, make sure there's no rattles. So that's about it. So I'll pop the engine cover back on. Connect all the vacuum motor pipes back up, that's these two here, and we'll have a look at the diagnostics, see what happens. Right, that's it then, job done. Put the engine cover back on, connected all the pipes back up, and the air intake one. So that's it, 10-minute job to actually change it. So I'll go back in the car now, start the engine, and we'll see what we get. Right, here we are then. So I'll start the engine. That's all the lights on. And there you go. The light's gone out, which is good news. So we'll have a quick look at the diagnostics again. And we'll just do a quick test and see what happens. So we'll go down and select VW, so I'll just click on next. VW Polo 02205 2003, it's 52 reg. Click on petrol. It's a 1.2 AWY, which is that one there. Click on that one. That's the engine variant. And then click on read fault codes. So click on that. Connecting to the vehicle. Intermittent now, it's saying. So let's just erase fault codes. System OK. I've always had that one up, don't know where it is. I've actually looked at it before, but nothing to worry about. So that's it, that fault code's gone now. The light's still off, and that's it. One Lambda sensor for a VW Polo 2003, 52 reg, 1.2 AWY. So I will actually have a look at this one and see what it actually means. 65535. So I'll probably come back to you on that another day. So well, if this video has been of any help or any use to you, that's great. Please subscribe, I'd very much appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll do my best to answer them. Cheers, ta-ra.